Welcome back to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. Today I am reviewing Ready or Not. Now, if you're new to my channel and you haven't been to one of my movie reviews before, what I do is I talk non-spoilers first. I give you my overall opinion in a non-spoiler fashion, recommended or not, and then I touch on spoilers with fair warning. So if you are new here, then that's the format that I'll give, so don't worry, we'll talk non-spoilers first. I love this film. It was so good. I'm almost worried that Fox Searchlight won't be making films like this again, because this was just incredible. And if you don't know, Fox Searchlight is now, of course, owned by Disney, so it does throw a red flag on it. Now, straight from the bat, let's talk the cast, right? So the main cast, we've got Samara Weaving as the lead role. An absolutely epic, badass, new, strong female character I think anyone can rally behind. Seriously, she was so good. By the end, I was cheering, I was gripping my seat. I was like, yes, go, go, go. So good. Genuinely so good. We had Adam Brody as Daniel Leidomas. He was the brother of Samara Weaving's, Grace's character, husband, or, husband-to-be. We've got Andie MacDowell as the mother. We had Mark O'Brien as Grace's husband-to-be, or husband. And that's about it, really. That's the main core cast. I'm not really going to mention anyone else because there's not really any relevance to it. So, non-spoilers. Can I recommend this film? Yes, please go watch it. It was so much fun. It was so much fun. So, right, okay. I'll touch on that at the end, right. I've got it in my head. Side note, footnote. You must go watch this film. From technical perspectives, it is very well shot. Relatively low budget. Of course, it's shot in one house. And, maybe some other locations. But generally speaking, one house, right? It's very low budget. Sets are practical. They are. It's clearly a very real house. But it's shot very well. You've got good lighting. You've got great camera. Great actual framing and scene selection. How the scenes are shot. Awesome. Very, very well made. The script is great. The story is great. It's very tongue-in-cheek, but also not. And I'll touch on that at the end. There's not really like a core message or a core value. Like, the running theme of the film is like, rich people suck and stuff like this. But it's very funny. And how rich people just live in a world beyond our world. And it's very, very funny. So there's not really like any overarching themes here, aside from just rich people are really effed up. So, I can highly recommend this film from start to finish. I had such a blast with it. It's 120 minutes, and the pacing and the structure is epic. Look, non-spoilers, it is a hide-and-seek game of epic proportions. If you've seen the trailers, then you do know what this film is about. It's hide-and-seek. The family are nuts, maybe, who knows, and they go to murder Grace's character. That's the premise of the whole film. But it's so good, and it lends itself perfectly to what they actually created, which is a relatively low-budget film, essentially one location, and it just builds and builds and builds, and because it's hide and seek, you feel tension anyway, and because you don't quite know like what's going to happen, what they're going to do, whether it is... there's some twists and turns of certain characters. There's a scene, if you haven't seen it, or if you have seen it, you'll know what I'm talking about. There's a scene with a hand, which is just... it's like on the edge of your seat. You've got to grab stuff. It's a masterclass in like tension and atmosphere in a film like this. I cannot recommend this film enough. I've seen some great films recently, and this tops them, I think. I had such good fun with this film. It's such a shame that we don't get films like this that often. And I feel like you really should support this film, because we don't get them very often. Now, I will say this. Grace, Samara's character. Samara is really, really good in this. She's a standout. And her character goes through a really, really good arc. So, she starts out as this, bride-to-be, then bride. And a little bit tentative, a little bit sassy here and there. A little bit scared, obviously, due to the situation, and just comes out as this ultimate badass, as you can see, wielding What is that? Like an elephant gun? and it's a great character arc. And this is a storytelling which unfortunately has been lost. Because of course in the current era of films, we want our strong females to be strong females from the start. Unfortunately, and they don't really earn it. I would watch another film with this Grace character from Samara and her being an ultimate badass now, just moving forwards, because this is character development. She's earned the right to be wielding these guns and being a badass. It was really, really good. It was really well made, well shot, great story, great narrative, good twists and turns, and I think you would genuinely enjoy it. So please do go and watch this film. Genuinely go and watch this film. You're not going to be disappointed. It was great fun. Awesome and well worth the price of admission. I had such good fun with this film. So go watch it. Won't be disappointed. Now, we will touch on spoilers. Okay? So we will touch on spoilers because there's not really much else to go into with respect to non-spoilers. They play hide and seek. They need to murder Grace. That's the be-all and end-all of the film. It's a very simplistic plot, but there are some twists and turns which do have to cover in spoilers. So, let's talk spoilers. The twists and turns of this film. So we've got Grace. Background of this character is quite touching. She's in foster care and things like that. She always wanted a family. This is the family, ultimately the family that she kind of gets into because she's marries into it. And it is quite touching, the story. But the family are messed up. Centuries ago, or a century ago, whenever, they apparently, the ancestors, made a pact with the devil. Now, this is played up in the film as something which we don't really know is the case, because they keep running with this theme of rich people being effed up. So we don't really know if this is the case or not. Turns out, right at the end of the film, it is the case. And the devil rocks up. So, not like the devil. It's like some weird ghost dude. But yeah, no, it is absolutely the case. They did make a deal with the devil and they were right. The deal with the devil is basically they can have all this wealth, all this success, but the devil, or Labael, I think it is, Labael, will choose, via this card box, will choose someone to play hide and seek every now and then, and that's the sacrifice that they have to make. That's the soul that they need to give to keep up the rich lifestyle that they have. And that's the entire premise. But there's some great twists and turns. So Grace's character, the husband, Mark O'Brien, his character, he goes through a bit of an arc as well. We don't know quite whether he is good or bad. He starts out obviously helping Grace, and then there is a big twist where he just goes, "Nah, I'm just going to murder you. Who cares?" And I'm not sure whether I really saw that coming. I did and I didn't. But the brother, Mark O'Brien's, Grace's, I forget all the names. But the brother character, who initially is like, "No, we need to do this. Whatever, we need to do it. Who cares?" He comes out on top and actually is not an out-and-out evil dude. That was really, really nice. Good character arc there as well. It's a really compact film, but every character goes through a little arc, and it's a really tight script actually. It's a lot tighter than I think most people will give it credit for. Every character goes through a little arc. There's little twists and turns. It's just a great film. So fun, so tongue-in-cheek. Like I said, the elements of, rich people are effed up. They live like on the other side and all this kind of stuff. But then it actually turns out they did actually make a pact with the devil. They were sacrificing goats for good reason. Epic. Epic. I want more films like this. Give me more. Give me a Ready or Not universe. I'll be all game for this. Absolutely. Genuinely. So anyway, look. If you have seen it, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Please do let me know down below in the comment section. If you're new here and you've stayed this long, then please do hit that subscribe button. Why not? You clearly enjoyed this review. Also, please do give this video a like and please do share it. As always, guys, if you want to support the channel further, we've got Patreon linked down below. That really does help me out, and you also have access to exclusive benefits, which only patrons get. So yeah, check that out if you want, as well as merch underneath every single video. Thank you so much for watching this review. As always, been Mr. H. Take care.